It is such a glorious day. See, yesterday was a fantastic day. And the stars were aligning. It was game 6 of the NBA Finals. My Warriors team was up 3-2. I firmly believe we were going to end it in Boston. Yesterday, I finished all my schoolwork super early. Got an 80 on the test. Excuse me, a 90 on the test. I recorded the video for Black Polish, which did great. Even though I did mess up with the pronouns, so I would like to publicly apologize. I don't know if she'll see this, but I am publicly apologizing to her and her friends. We had a conversation though. I didn't see it on the Instagram. I didn't see it. I referred to Jay is the name, is their name, as a she, her, when they, them. Slipped under the radar. I usually catch stuff like that. I didn't see the pronouns on the Instagram when I went to go copy the link into the bio, so I publicly apologize. Thankfully, I knew it was a good day when their friends, right, came over to the comments, and they're supporting. They're hilarious, by the way. And they aren't canceling me. They aren't getting me the fuck up out of here. Mainly because I've commented and said, because one person said, hey, just so you know, for future reference, Jay uses they, them pronouns. And I'm like, yes, we discussed it. I apologized. We move forward. It was a great day because, that was one of my best videos, and it was seen by the artist. And it's always I always have a good feeling when the artist sees the video, and all that stuff and enjoys it. And even though I made a very, very big mistake, it was calm. It was tranquil. It was civilized. I wasn't gotten the fuck out of here, cancel culture style. Recorded the album thing. It was just a great day. And then my Warriors, my Golden State Warriors, won the championship. And Curry, if you've seen my Snapchat story, you know I was going ballistic. Sure enough, earlier before that, Drake announces he's gonna drop an album at midnight. Now, I already planned this video ahead of time because I've actually finished Drake's discography that morning. And something told me, I said, he's gonna probably drop something new soon. I don't know when, but soonish. It just had this gut feeling. The Force was telling me. And the Force is never wrong. Join the dark side, we have tubas, you know what I'm saying? Just put my Andre Iguodala jersey right here. I do have a Curry, Durant, and all those other jerseys, but they're in the wash right now. I was watching the NBA Finals, and they said it was going to drop at midnight, and I didn't believe it at first. I was like, okay, this has got to be some leak bull. This ain't some real shit. And sure enough, Drake just, posts the cover. Sorry, I forgot that something. Never mind. What the hell is the name of the album? Honestly, never mind. Right? And I was like, okay, surely, right? If today's been going so good, the Warriors will win the title, and then I can listen to the album at midnight if it's real. Curry wins Finals MVP. He did it. The Warriors did it. I was stressing, but we did it. Back on top, Stephen Curry gets the MVP. The Finals MVP he so righteously deserved. And then Drake dropped the album at midnight, so I had to listen to it. I listened to it to complete my best of playlist Drake thing, so that it's complete. It is complete, so that I can accurately now talk about Drake. With that being said, after that long 4-minute rant, ladies and gentlemen, as you read by the title, welcome to Discography. And obviously the artist today that we're talking about, none other than Drake. Aubrey Graham. Champagne Poppy. The sixth god. One of the biggest, honestly the biggest artist in music today, and one of the biggest artists of all time. Now, I haven't always been a fan of Drake, honestly, and I knew taking on this task of listening to the entire discography of Drake, albums, singles, and all, would be a very highs and lows type of style. There's records I already knew were going to be fantastic. Records I already knew that were going to be kinda ass. But nonetheless, it would be an experience. And I've constructed a playlist of all the songs that I like of each single. Let it be a single or let it be an album. We're going to talk about each record, right? We're gonna go from oldest to newest, and I'll save my thoughts for the Nevermind record. What's the, I keep forgetting the honestly Nevermind record for later. I will then rate him as an artist at the end, in my humble opinion. Drake stands. Don't get me out of here because you're Champagne Poppy. Just because a kid from Atlanta, Georgia rated a Champagne Poppy a certain way or didn't like a certain record. Relax. He doesn't know you. And quite frankly, based on his output lately, he doesn't care about you. Well, I'm jumping ahead of myself. So, first thing I listened to, right? We go ahead to Best I Ever Had. Great song. Best I Ever Had, it's a phenomenal, it's a classic. There's a lot of, and the biggest thing is that I don't want people to discredit, Drake, because he's been great. He's been very consistent. If I were to draw you a line to represent his career, I would do it. The shape would be a pyramid or a triangle. It's this constant going up, constant scaling up. This peak moment, which is one of the greatest peaks I've ever seen in any musical career, and then the steady decline. And we'll get to that. So, Thank Me Later. Well, not Thank Me Later. Whatever the first album is called. So Far Gone. Yes. I like Successful with Trey Songz and Lil Wayne. Those moody fusions that really the Lil Wayne influence was heavy with him, into his beginning of his career. Best I Ever Had was obviously such a classic. It was like, I don't know how you could not love that song. You the best, you the fucking best, hey, you the fucking best. Gotta put on the hat because my hair is in my face and it's also a mess. Drake's single Over, oh my god, dog, what? This was him. This just showed that this boy could rap, and his producers were always on the cocaine. Like, listen to this, bro. One of the most legendary verses that have ever been spit in the history of rap. Bottles on me, long summer drinking, never drop the ball, fucking y'all thinking, making sure the Young Money ship is never sinking. Bro, what? That is an amazing song. That is an amazing song. We then head to Thank Me Later, which is better than So Far Gone. Like I said, there's constant improvement. Didn't really like that record. The only song I really liked up there was Up All Night featuring Nicki Minaj with him, those two. That's really only the real song I was like, oh yes, I really like this. I will come back to this. The album wasn't feel like a task to listen to at this point though. It was really good. It was all right. It was all right. It was solid. It wasn't bad. There was improvement, but still a lot more to go before Drake reached his peak, in my opinion. Then we move on to Take Care. Well, first we had a song Headlines, which I thought was really good. Marvin's Room really wasn't a big fan of, honestly. The biggest trend I'll say through Drake's entire career is that he never knows how to stop when he's ahead. A lot of these songs will be 4, 5, 6 minutes long. Where honestly, if you just cut them up into 3, 2.5, I'll even accept a 4-minute song. You trim the fat on a lot of these songs. He might be considered one of the GOATs, but he's not a GOAT in my opinion. Just of this generation, he's one of the best. But in terms of all time, I think that is definitely what hinders him in terms of like classic hits. Because there's a lot of these songs that have legendary moments that if you just trimmed them a little bit shorter, you made that. There's no reason why you should have a 1.5-minute outro of just instrumental. And that hasn't been a thing that's just him early. It's literally what he still does from the beginning of his career to even now. And I've always just been like, dog, if you just had this, my most constant thought was, if he just made this shorter, this would be great. If he just made this shorter, this would have been great. Why did he make this 6 minutes? It only needed to be 5. But that being said, on Take Care, Over My Dead Body was great. Shot for Me, which is honestly just Drake on Demon Time, which was hilarious and I enjoyed it. Take Care featuring Rihanna was good. Lord Knows featuring Rick Ross and Doing It Wrong were definitely the high points of that record. And again, better than his previous records, but still not the Drake that we know to love. Now we're getting to what I consider his peak, and I'm talking about in terms of what this Drake that's coming up that I'm about to talk about is the reason why Drake can half-ass shit today. This is the Drake that laid the foundation for, in my opinion, the dog shit Drake we have now. And Drake's not completely trash now, but we'll get there. But this was peak Drake. Peak, like, in terms of talent. He did it all. This was the beginning, but this wasn't the peak for me. Nothing was the same. This album was fantastic. This was the beginning of everything. I remember, this just reminded me of Vine. This reminded me of everything that was just made Drake him. I truly believe the 2013 to 2016 era of Drake is one of the greatest peaks I've ever seen in my life. Truly. In terms of quotable lines were used everywhere in Vine, back when Vine was a big thing. Just how many hits you just couldn't. There was a time that this dude did not miss on anything. This was the start of this. This wasn't it yet. We'll get to what was it for me, but this was the beginning. Nothing was the same. I think it's his second best record ever. I know y'all see this jersey, bro. I know y'all see this. Look, it's a classic. That's how you know I'm an OG fan. Look at this. Look at this. We got the Iggy jersey, 4 rings. How many rings in my hand? How many rings? That's how many the Warriors got. That's how many Steph Curry got. That's how many the Curry got. Highlights off of Nothing Was the Same was the furthest thing. Started from the bottom. Hold On, We're Going Home. Too Much featuring Sampha. There's a few artists that I believe can do no wrong sometimes. And there's a couple. It's Ty Dolla $ign, even though there might be a couple cringing performances out there. Sampha, I have yet to see fuck up anything, right? I have yet to see him fail anything. There's a few others. I believe Giveon. Giveon's up there. Tim's is yet to miss in her young career. Worst Behavior, and then he released the Deluxe, which gave me with one of the greatest Big Sean verses we have ever heard and we will ever hear again. One of the best Vine clips ever put together. Like, do you understand how great this verse was? Shut the fuck up. I got way too much in my mental. I learned to get... Nah. This is great. It was just great, man. And now we're going to get to his peak. He had the single 0 to 100 / the catch up, which again, this is what I mean by like Drake should have just cut the song up into 2 separate songs. You have 0 to 100 on just one song instead of just the catch up being a second half or 2 songs in one. You should have just had 0 to 100 on one song. He's fucking up. I'm telling you, he keeps fucking up. And he keeps fumbling bags. Like, he's really already at the top of the game, but he could have solidified himself as the heme of all time. But this peak he was on his way to. And then we get to what I believe is his best record by far. It's really not even close. If you're reading this, It's Not Too Late mixtape. That's his best album. Like, it was so, like, when I was listening to it, it was so good. I posted about it on my Snapchat. I was losing my shit like I was recording. There's 17 tracks, right? And 11 of those 17 made the list. Although the ones that didn't make it were still all really good, except one with a really bad Party Next Door feature. That one was really low-key dog shit, but that was more on Party Next Door, not Drake. This was peak Drake. This was pure hungry Drake. This was pure confidence. He had a blend of just moody fusions of, R&B and rap in terms of where he can sing and be sad, then rap his ass off the next track. And it was just this great blend. And it was just a great magnum opus of music. Legend, Energy, 10 Bands, Know Yourself, No Tellin', Madonna, 6 God, 6 Man, Now and Forever, Company and Jungle. This was when Drake was him. It was ridiculous. And he capped it off with his beef with Meek Mill with Back to Back. Oh my God. Is that your world, girl? No, I can't even say it. Is that your world tour or your girls tour? Bro, what? I pulled up bumping AR Ab. Dog, I couldn't do it, bro. This was the greatest record. I could damn near listen to this shit straight through, and that's when I know I can like an album. There's only a few records I can listen to straight through. One of them all time is my all time number one so far. Is Tyler the Creator's "It Call Me If You Get Lost." I can listen to that shit straight through so many times and be fine. 8-9 minute tracks and all. If You Read This Is Too Late is one of the greatest albums I've ever heard. One of the greatest bodies of work I've ever heard in my life. Right? I just they're this was the era when Drake just could not miss. Hits after hits on the radio, number ones, and he still does that, but not to the degree of quality matching numbers did this. And this set the foundation of why Drake is Drake. This is what made him him. Then he had the collaborative record with Future, which I honestly wasn't a big fan of, but it was still pretty good. Big Rings, Scholarships, and then Jersey, even though it's just Future, I still put it on there because it was a collab record. Then he released Pop Style. Oh my god! There was two different versions of Pop Style. I heard the original. I already heard the original because of 2K17, and I love that. I fucking love that song. All my niggas wanna do is pop style. Turn my birthday to a lifestyle. Tell my mama, oh, got so many chains, they call me chanting, damn, do they do? Oh, you don't understand. But he had a remix with like Kanye and Jay-Z. And Kanye killed that. They like, Pablo, why your windows tinted all up on the Tahoe? Why you going trying to switch up on the motto? I just wanna rock your body. Chop it, dip it in karate. I can't trust nobody. What? He was just different. He was just different. Now, sadly, this is where we start to go on the decline here. This Drake, this 2013-2016 Drake, I will forever love. That is a separate man. I need that man back. Sadly, we won't ever get him again, but that man, thank you. Because you served your purpose and you were amazing. But sadly, we did not find another thing that would ever go anywhere near that stratosphere or really go up again. That next is Views. Now, Views has a good big hits on here, but overall as an album, it's goddamn boring. It's bloated. It's such a task to listen to. Hype is great. One Dance is fantastic, but I already knew One Dance was going to be good, just like I already knew Pop Style and Hotline Bling were going to be good. Child's Play, again, all these 5 songs, Hype, One Dance, Child's Play, Pop Style, Hotline Bling, I already knew going in they were going to be great. Especially when Drake released Hotline Bling. Niggas don't want to talk about that. Hotline Bling was on every Verizon commercial ever. And no, but it's so frustrating because you go for that. This marks the death of that era. In terms, like, this was, people were trying to hype this album up. This album was boring. This album is boring. This felt like such a chore to go through. And so did damn near everything else after this. More Life was very, very meh. It still felt like a kind of a chore. I'll say it's on the same level of Views, if not lower. It's not better in any way. Passion Fruit, I loved. Get It Together, featuring Black Coffee and Georgia Smith. Madiba Redeem, Do Not Disturb. Those are the 4 songs I liked off of that record, honestly. Passion Fruit gave me one of the most, I never heard this song before. It gave me the most iconic instrumental stuff. No, where's the shit? Give me some more drinks, I'll be good in a minute. It was cool. It was great. I enjoyed that. It was awesome, right? I love that song. Like I said, I told you, I loved Get It Together, featuring Black Coffee, Georgia Smith, Madiba Redeem, and Do Not Disturb. Besides that, album was a fucking boring. Would not listen to that album again. Then we had the big single, obviously. This is where Drake, honestly, or I forgot Drake even released albums. But he had like really big singles that would dominate, because it's Drake. Next is, he wasn't on an album, but it's Look Alive, featuring Drake, but it's Block Boy JB. We all know that song was literally started the shoot dance, kind of, but it was big. It was a cool song though. Way overplayed, but I put it on the playlist just before the memories. Next is Scorpion. Scorpion was such a bro. This shit was so that shit was so ass. Scorpion was so fucking trash. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how mad you get. Scorpion was so goddamn boring. Scorpion was like the biggest task to really listen to. Like I was just like, bro, how long does this album need to be? It's 2 discs, right? And I'm like, bro, Jesus Christ, we get it, Drake. You can sing. And it's not even like he's talking about anything different. He's really been talking about the same shit from like 010. Like, oh my God. Elevate was great. I did enjoy Elevate a lot. Obviously, the big single, God's Plan. Need I even say anymore? But the new me is really still the real me. Still, you gotta feel me before they try and kill me. Can't Take a Joke was very good. I like it. God damn it. No, I do not want to get copyright. Can't Take a Joke was good. Summer Games was cool. Nice for What was nice. I really enjoyed that. And then obviously In My Feelings, Kiki, do you love me? Did I accidentally sing In My Feelings for God's Plan? I don't remember. In the new me is really me, got me in my feelings. Oh, I might have accidentally did that. Whoops. God's Plan. She said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. Yeah, look, if I fuck that up, sorry, I'm really, really tired. I'm really, really tired. Then we hit pandemic era. Then we get obviously we get a lot of features that I just don't think they really matter. We have the Dark Lane demo tapes, which I honestly didn't like a single song really off of that. They just no. Tootsie Slide was alright though, but it's not really. It's on the playlist, but only there by like a hair. One of the features though, one of the songs I did like was "Laugh Now, Cry Later" featuring Lil Durk. They both killed it. Then we moved on to other stuff. I skipped a bunch of the freestyle, Nicki Minaj bullshit. That shit no. Then we moved on to Scary Hours 2. The only song I really liked off that was Wants and Needs featuring Lil Baby. Omerta that he played for the Toronto's Raptors package back in 2019 was meh. And then his feature Smiley song Over the Top featuring Drake. This is one of the best Drake verses that I've heard in such a long time. And Smiley comes on there and fucking ruins the song. It's just I don't understand why Drake gives us one of his best verses and I can't listen to the song fully. It's on here because that's one of the best Drake verses I've ever heard in such a long time. This calls back to his, if you're reading this is too late days. The level is way too advanced. Oh man. And then Smiley comes on here like just a freaking old school 96, 97 Mexican gangster from Southern California, Stockton, California. God, you sound so stupid. You sound so goofy. Why? Huh? I just be running the block. I just be cutting my sock. I mean, I would rather have Playboy Cardi doing dumbass wah over this bullshit. I'm here. Huh? I might chase down the block. I might cut my tongue. I might nose. I might do my stomach. Don't. You sound so stupid. Why did he do this? And then we go on to the album that was promoted for a while, which I believe doesn't even fucking compare to Donda. I don't know why people try to compare this thing. Certified Lover Boy. Now, initially, before I re-listened to this, I only like 2 songs off of this thing, right? And one of them was the opener. Champagne Poetry is amazing. I don't give a shit what no one says. Champagne Poetry is dramatic, and the instrumental sample is fantastic. Everything about it is great. If you mean to tell me you didn't enjoy this, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. This was great. I love you, I love you, I love you. This was amazing. This was great. I enjoyed Champagne Poetry a lot. And it's the same Drake over and over, just that's been recycled for his okay, what is it, 2019, so for the past 10, 12 years now. Fountains with Tim's I really liked, even though Tim's carried but I don't blame him because that's just Tim's sound. Tim's like that little tropical Caribbean vibe is Tim's pocket. She was on the WizKid album. Why Drake thought she could even compete with that, even though he didn't do bad at all. But Tim's carried for sure. Get Along Better with Ty Dolla $ign what is beautiful. He's singing his ass off for real. It's slow and dramatic. Ty Dolla $ign blends beautifully with this. And the final song I liked off that was You Only Live Twice featuring Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. And I'm going to keep it real. They all killed it, mainly there for Lil Wayne's verse. Rick Ross opens up, "No, I'm never gangbanging in my blue chucks." Drake has some biting bars, and I loved it. I loved this verse. It was awesome. It was like, give me more of this. Give me more of this effort that you put into this. And then Lil Wayne, I got bitches doing lines on Adidas to them, nigga. He's just different. Lil Wayne is just hit. But overall, that album was definitely more listenable. It's more listenable than Scorpion. But again, it's still mediocre effort and like mediocre. It's like it's beneath the weight of how popular he is now. Like it was effort. This was effort and this was popularity. It was effort. Popularity met 2013, 2016. They both rose. His popularity is up here, and then the effort is just slowly, just ever so slightly, just going down the shit. And then finally we get the new song that came out at the time of this recording last night. I keep forgetting the goddamn name. Give me 1 second. Honestly, never mind. Listen to this thing. Listen to it last night. Didn't like the goddamn song. It's the most phoned in electronic bullshit. And I like electronic music. But this was the most repetitive, all right, put these things together. Like the producer deserves credits for this, not Drake. I listened to it last night. It was like 1 a.m. 1 to 2 a.m. My eyes were semi-heavy. Not necessarily. I barely sleep. But semi-heavy. And I excused it as if maybe I'm tired, right? Maybe I'm tired. Because this record was, it was annoying to listen to. It was more of Scorpion. Like, my nigga, we get it. You can sing. And it's just loops of you saying the same shit. I don't care. I was intrigued because his intro was 30 seconds. So I thought, okay, wait, maybe he got the memo. Maybe he understands that he has to create short moments and bursts, and he then leaves and just leave the people wanting more. No, that was not what I had. I was severely disappointed. And I listened to it this morning before I even turned on the camera. I listened to like bits and parts to make sure I have my memory right of it. And yeah, still dog. Definitely one of, if not Drake's worst album, by far. Why? If anybody comes on Instagram, if I go down my timeline, people are hyping this up like CLB. CLB is better than this. This album makes CLB look like nothing was the same. I'm all for electronic music, but my God, Drake, you're literally just phoning it in at this point. Like, come on, dude. He literally just said, Beyonce announced the album. I need some more money. I need some quick streams. 14 tracks, 52 minutes. Throw this bitch out there. Surprise the people. It was ass. There was not a song on there that made the playlist. There's not a song on there. I can't even say. Even the one rap song on there with 21 Savage, I couldn't put on there because he phoned it in on that one too. Bro, it was just I feel so empty. And this is what I mean by like Drake's career is a fucking triangle. It's literally this rocket ship. It's like you took a rocket ship and you fueled it and it just goes up and up for so long, but eventually it's going to hit the atmosphere and then it decides, and once it hits the peak, it stays up there for 3 years. It then runs out of fucking fuel and goes and we're still fucking falling. I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe it. They like why? Why, Drake? Why? I just want good effort, man. Give me the same effort you had back then, and we're good. Because even 09, 010, 011, 012 Drake, even on features and all that stuff, where you weren't at peak Drake yet, you still had effort. There's still iconic sound bites. There's still iconic songs. There's still beautiful blends, beautiful themes I'm listening to, and you just don't come up with any of it. And I'm not even a Drake fan. That's the thing. I support him from afar. I'm like, oh, that's dope. That's a good Drake song, but I've never been a Drake fan. I'm more of a Kanye fan than I am a Drake fan, but I'm not even heavy into Kanye like that either. I just appreciate their greatness, right? And I can do that. But when people were comparing CLB to Donda, and Donda wasn't even finished, and I still thought it was miles ahead of CLB. Kanye literally like when people try to compare that album to me and genuinely say that's better, and it like I try to have a conversation with them, none of the arguments make sense. Why the hell would anyone think, like, even people talk about discography like versus battles, where they take the 20 best hits of 20 hits of Drake, 20 hits of Kanye. Do you understand how much Kanye trumps him in that battle, and it's not close? There are 10 classics I can name off the top of my head that there's nothing I have on this playlist. I can even go playlist for playlist, which I won't. But you mean to tell me there is not a song, like, If You're Reading This Is Too Late is his best shot to even compare to Kanye? Because I'm going to keep it real. There's not a song off the top of my head that is better than Jesus Walk. There is not. There's CLB in terms of how many records are off of that. I had 4 songs off of Certified Lover Boy. Let me just go look at Kanye's playlist and see how many songs I have. And we'll just go off of Donda only. So we have, let's see, Jail, Off the Grid, Hurricane, Praise God, Okay, Believe What I Say, 24, Moon, Donda, Tell the Vision, Pure Souls, Come to Life, No Child Left Behind. If I can count correctly, that's 13 songs off the one album. And I counted a bonus track of Okay Part 2, because whoever that Jamaican girl is killed it. So 14. 14 to 4. 14 to 4. I feel so sad, bro. Like, I thought, that day was going to end great. We're going to get a classic Drake album after my Warriors win the chip. Curry, you did it, bro. I'm so proud of you, man. It didn't ruin my night at all. Trust me, I didn't give 2 fucks. I was like, bro, I don't give a shit. Curry won the chip. You could have just made fart sounds for 14 tracks. I would still be fucking happy because Curry won the Finals MVP. He's so righteously deserved. But yet again, you leave the public with disappointment. So, if he, it's so hard to even rate him. It's so hard because on one hand, the second half of his career, like, especially after that Pusha T shit. After that Pusha T stuff, he's been going downhill ever since. Ever since Views and then Pusha T happened, he's just went from down to just all the way drop off a cliff. And just, it's the second half of his career that drags the rating down so much. Because if I was just to rate Drake from 09 to 6 to 15, I'll even, like, right before Views, or even I'll even include Views, it'd be much higher, because that Drake was hungry, that Drake was passionate, and I get we're not gonna get him back, and it's saddening. I just want the same energy, the same effort. I just want the same effort, really. It doesn't have to be the same hunger and all that. I just want the same effort. And I like singing Drake, and I like rapping Drake. It's not even a fact of like, oh, I hate Drake when he sings, I hate Drake when he raps. No, I just want him to put more effort. I don't want none of this fucking bullshit as UK gimmick. I hate that. I don't know who told her that was a good idea. That was a horrible idea. And people gonna think I'm hating on Drake right now. I'm really not. Trust me, I'm really not. Because Drake gave me some of the best songs I've ever heard in my life, and I will forever be indebted to him for that. I will forever appreciate him like for that. But at the same time, Drake, I know what you could be. I know what you've been. Why have you been going downhill? If anybody calls you the GOAT, I'm gonna laugh in their face. He's not even like, bro. When people are like, he's the GOAT of what? Mediocrity? He's literally the greatest has-been I've ever seen. Like, I don't know. I'm trying so hard to think of a rating. If I was to give a rating out of 10 to Drake as an artist, including amazing features and all, mediocre records in the past X amount of years from 2016 on, but also including his great come up and the 2013 to early 2016 peak that he had, which was one of the most legendary shits in the world. As an artist, I would give him a decent to strong 6. On a great day, light 7, but a decent to strong 6 out of 10. As an artist, just in terms of like the talent he exudes in terms of match with effort, because he could have been a 10. If he stayed at that, please understand. I never expected him to do this. Please understand this. But if he somehow stayed at that, if you're reading this as too late, nothing was the same, like level of greatness constantly, I would have damn near gave him a 9 or 10. He would have damn near been better than Kanye. But he's nowhere near Kanye. A decent to strong 6 is about the really all I can really give him. Because I can't. It's hard to even give him that too. Because I'm like, even last night's shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, now he's just putting out shit just to put it out. And he's not even, like, caring about it anymore. It just feels like he doesn't care anymore. And he can do what he wants. You know what I'm saying? I don't really give a damn at the end of the day. But I'm just also at the same time like, dude, come on, yo. Like, come on. Like, for real, you can put out some bullshit like, honestly, never mind. Finally remember the record. That's how little the record matters. I can't remember the goddamn name, and I've looked at it 5 times in the span of 24 hours. And just in general, we just can't seem to put it together, man. Don't know, but yeah, decent, strong 6 out of 10. This was discography dive of Drake. I'm gonna go listen to Big Rings and in my Warriors gear. Dub Nation. Give me your rings. No, don't even say nothing. Just give me your ring. Stay safe. Drink water, y'all. It's hot out in these streets, man. It's hot. Stay safe. Love y'all. Bye-bye.